8 months. A child waiting at Lisbon airport while a parent's AIMA file seems to have vanished. Flights missed, jobs on hold, and every phone call ending with silence. I read that story in a forum last month, and it stayed with me.
Welcome to Portugal Rights Rebel, Episode 12. I'm Elena Vargas. Today, we'll take that exact nightmare and turn it into a clear plan. What to save, where to complain, and how to get fast interim protection when lives and families are at risk. If you've been waiting and watching a life stall, I get it. What do you actually do? Start by preserving proof. Here's the legal bottom line. Know this before you panic. Rule 1. Exhaustion-of-domestic-remedies. Use the Portuguese appeals and courts first, unless silence has been unreasonable for months and you can show attempts to get remedies. Rule 2. Pick the right forum. You file an infringement complaint asking the European Commission to investigate Portugal for breaching EU law. You ask the ECJ for binding interpretations through a domestic courts referral. And you go to the ECHR when convention rights, like family life, are violated. They overlap, sure, but they work differently. The Commission shines a light. The ECJ creates binding legal rules. The ECHR can offer emergency relief and awards for rights breaches. Now, what to do this afternoon? Preserve the administrative file. I mean everything, and I'll say exactly what in a moment. But first, a quick sense of timeline so you don't get false hope. The Commission can take months or longer to investigate. An ECJ referral depends on a litigated domestic case. That takes time. The ECHR can decide interim measures fast, sometimes days or weeks, but you need strong, urgent evidence. So which route helps when your child is stuck at an airport? The ECHR's Rule 39 can be decisive for urgent family unity, but it requires documentation that shows immediate and serious harm. Okay, checklist time. Do this now. Request a certified copy of your full administrative file from the authority. Export all emails and web receipts into a single PDF with metadata, dates and times visible. Screenshot any online time-stamped pages and save payment confirmations. Get sworn witness statements from anyone who can confirm delays or harm, neighbors, employers, clinic staff, and make them short and factual. Order certified translations for key documents you might file, and make at least 2 backups, encrypted cloud, and a physical copy stored safely. Why so much preservation? Because admissibility at supranational bodies turns on documentary proof. No timeline, no proof, no case. Let's walk through the Commission and ECJ playbook in plain terms. You file an infringement complaint to ask the Commission to investigate whether Portugal is failing to apply EU rules. It's a political and legal pressure tool more than a quick fix. If the Commission finds a breach, that finding carries weight in domestic courts and can be used to push authorities. It can also feed into ECJ follow-ups. Use it to create leverage, not as your only tactic. The ECJ route works when a Portuguese court asks a preliminary question about EU law. That's technical. You need a live case and a court willing to refer. The ECJ's answers are binding and reshape how national courts must act. Now, the ECHR and Rule 39, the emergency lane. If you can show imminent and serious harm, you can ask the court to order interim measures while your case is considered. Interim measures can be decided quickly, but they're exceptional. You must show why waiting for domestic remedies would cause irreversible damage. Admissibility at the ECHR also requires the 4-month rule from the final domestic decision. If you're stuck in administrative silence, document every attempt to get answers, phone logs, emails, chase letters, and explain why domestic remedies are ineffective. How to find the right lawyer. Look for cross-border experience, EU law, administrative law, or human rights litigation. Ask for specific case examples. Agree a narrow scope, a fixed-fee evidence review, or a Rule 39 drafting package, and put roles and fees in writing.
2 anonymized examples, so this lands. First, a mother stalled on renewal for 9 months. She missed her son's first school recital because papers never arrived. A focused Rule 39 request won interim travel permission, and the ECHR later found procedural failings with modest compensation.
Second, an investor lost months of client work after a residency processing error. An infringement complaint pressured Portuguese authorities to fast-track review, and a coordinated domestic suit recovered losses. Both wins depended on timelines, receipts, and witness statements. Risks you must accept. Miss a domestic step and your supranational petition may be inadmissible. Lawyer costs can be high, and weak evidence will sink urgent relief. Mitigate this with the checklist, limited scope legal help, and immediate evidence preservation.
Here's one immediate action before the day ends. Request a certified copy of your full administrative file and export every time-stamped communication into a single PDF. Add a short affidavit describing the harm and back it up in 2 places.
For the checklist and a sample complaint template, check the episode notes and download the resources. Use them only as a starting point. Tailor to your facts and have counsel review before you file.
Turn bureaucracy into accountability. Preserve evidence, act quickly, and get narrow expert help when you need it. The system is slow. Your preparation shouldn't be. Knowledge is your best defense. Document everything, act lawfully, and protect your future. Always consult a qualified Portuguese lawyer for your specific case. Your rights don't disappear at the border.